Good evening. Good evening. This is your man Afe back at you with another one. This image below is a picture I took when I was on vacation in the island of Curacao. Curacao is an island next to Venezuela and Colombia in South America. Curacao is a part of the Dutch islands of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, called the ABC Islands. As I was on the island of Curacao, I visited a museum which teaches about the slave trade that took place in Curacao by the Dutch. So I went in the museum looking at all of the history of the slave trade in Curacao committed by the Dutch against West Africans and how they were treated, which was very bad, which was very poor, which was very sad, to say the least, which was very cruel. And as I'm walking through the museum, I see this image on the wall outside of the museum. And it reads, West African Kingdom River Trip. Mansa Musa, Ghana, Mindi, Fulani, others, Islam, Timbuktu. Okay, and the other word you can't see too, the Dogon tribe, the stargazing tribe of West Africa. So now, Mansa Musa reigned in West Africa in 1312 to 1337. He was the ninth Mansa of the Mali Empire. At the time of Musa's ascension to the throne, Mali consisted largely of the territory of the former Ghana Empire, which Mali had conquered. The Mali Empire comprised land that is now part of Guinea, Senegal, Mauritania, the Gambia, and the modern state of Mali. According to some scholars, Mansa Musa's wealth back in the 14th century is estimated to average between $400 to $600 billion in 2025. Now, as you can see in the image below, Mansa Musa is clearly depicted as a Caucasian, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because we know that there was no Caucasian emperor in West Africa running the Mali Empire in the 14th century. Mansa Musa looked like the people of West Africa look today, which you would call black African. Let's be clear. The problem with this is, especially amongst us African Americans, foundational black Americans, we see this as whitewashing when we see images like this, because this type of stuff has always happened, especially if you just think about the Bible. But I'm not going to get into that tonight. This is important enough. This is proof enough of whitewashing. And people, black people, especially of African descent around the globe, should challenge these types of lies being told to people that may visit a museum like this and see this image on the wall of a Caucasian as a ruler in a West African kingdom in the 14th century. That would never had existed. There's no way that can possibly be true. In fact, this image I researched online was really an image that was stolen by whoever painted this image on the wall in Curacao. It was stolen. There's another image online where Mansa Musa is depicted as a man of dark hue, African, phenotypical African. So I just had a major problem with this when I saw this. I even asked the museum curators about this, and I said, this is incorrect. I don't know who drew this picture, but this is totally false, because I've studied the history of Mansa Musa before, and I know who he is. And he is someone to be proud of as far as being an African who possessed great wealth, and what he did as far as being an emperor in the Mali Empire, where he led his people to greatness, as the story goes. So I really want to know what people think. I really want to know what people think, especially in Africa, about images like this. So as I start to leave you tonight, I'm going to make this short. Please comment, subscribe, share with your friends, with your family, with museums that may exist in your nation about this image painted on the wall of Curacao, an island located off the coast of Venezuela and Colombia, to correct things like this, to set the record straight so that no lies are told to children that might see this image and think that is true, for it is not true. So with that, once again, please go in peace, have a great night, and God speed, and may you be blessed.